DMVs nationwide are targeting seniors. You used to earn respect with miles mastery. Now the DMV wants a stopwatch and a vision chart before you actually get your keys back. Some say the greatest generation of truckers is being replaced and regulated into retirement. Not because they can't drive, because someone behind a desk somewhere decided that we've aged out of usefulness. Those who've paved the road with grit, built this industry from the ground up, now find themselves treated like a liability because they hit the big 7-0. Greetings, truck lovers and truth seekers from all over the United States of Truckin. Boss Man here behind the golden TIB microphone, giving you yet again another episode of Truckin' Headlines. Critical thinking fueled by faith and sanctioned by God, helping you to make trucking great again. Think about it, folks. America's supply chain is already cracking. And instead of honoring the veterans who have basically held it together and created what is, they're tossing them into the same line as rookie drivers and saying, prove it. I want you to keep tuned in because we're going to go into a new rule that's just come into play. We're going to talk about what it means for the aging fleet and the disrespect that it signals to people like us behind the wheel. The average trucker in America today is nearly 50 years old, and a quarter of the workforce is already over 55. That's not a workforce in decline. That's a seasoned, road-tested battalion of American heroes keeping the freight going. And while the suits cry about a driver shortage, as I found interesting, over 1 million new drivers are needed in the next 10 years just to keep up current flow. Drivers aged 70 to 79 are involved in fewer fatal crashes per capita than drivers half their age. Us old guys are safer than the younger ones. So what's the FMCSA's bright idea? Start testing people over 70 and start restricting their renewals to up to once a year. That to me isn't about safety. It's about a push out the door. Folks, this ain't about safety, and it's got all the fingerprints of an industry that's bleeding from self-inflicted wounds. Are you as convinced about older drivers being dangerous? What's being missed here? Do you believe the messaging here? Put your comment down below. I'd like to know what you think. So once again, I'll repeat the viral headline. And I quote, "New U.S. driving license rule for seniors takes effect." The editor tells us about it saving lives. But what it's really saving is an industry from acknowledging its own failure to plan for the future. The rule doesn't reward wisdom, it restricts it. It doesn't honor experience, it interrogates it. Instead of building a strategy to retain seasoned professionals, and we all know how retention's a problem, we're testing them like subjects and driving them out with a pat on the back. Folks, this industry is facing more pressure than ever. You name it. Rising freight demand, digital compliance, new emission rules. Is now really a time to sideline the most important category of driver you've got? Now, are we so desperate to look progressive that we're willing to throw away the very wisdom that built this country? And if safety is really the goal, how many lives are saved by pushing legends like you and me off the road only to replace them with inexperience and a rule book? Let's be real. This isn't about protecting the roads. This is about pretending to fix a problem that never existed while avoiding the real work, building up your fleet and workforce instead of tearing it down. If you're a driver over 60, what message does it send to you? Are you feeling more valued? And if you're under 40 and you're currently working in the trucking industry, how would you feel about being tossed aside in another 30 years? You used to earn respect with miles and mastery. Now the very people who've kept the freight moving through wars, bad weather, and Washington nonsense are being treated like they're past their prime. Well, we here at Truckin City, we see you, and we also hear you. We still believe respect is earned, and wisdom should be honored, not regulated. Drop your thoughts down below. Let me know if this is the kind of truth telling that matters to you. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe and like buttons. Help us spread the word. Truckin City's here, and we're here to stay. We're bringing you the stories no one else will. Let's build up our aging workforce. They may be turning away our keys, but they cannot shut you down. Not here on this channel, anyway. Let's take this conversation to the next level. Put your comments down below. Tell me what you think. And as always, keep it real and keep it rolling.